in the air. Live forevermore.
Listen and live with Hope FM.
Nothing can separate. Even if I ran away, your love never fades.
Experience the all day long. Hope FM
93.3 Hope FM.
Listen
and live.
Sasa imetimia saa 8 kamili.
Listen and live.
A revival is breaking out. The voice of hope in the air.
We love weekends at Hope FM. We get to listen and live all day long. Hope FM.
Zidi kubarikiwa. Hii ni Panda Panda, moto sana. Hii ni Panda Panda, moto sana.
Tunayopitia, imani yetu inafifia. Najua Baba unasikia maombi yetu. Safari yetu yatulemea, twashindwa hata kuendelea. Ni wewe Baba twategemea, twakuangalia tuponye. Neno moja tupone, neno moja tupone. Neno moja tupone, neno moja tupone. Neno lako ndilo tutegemea, neno lako ndilo twangojea. Neno lako litumulikie njia yetu, ewe Mungu. Ukinena yote tutapokea, tutapata vyote tulivyopoteza. Hakuna jambo linakulemea, twakuangalia utuponye. Neno moja tupone, neno moja tupone. Neno moja tupone, neno moja tupone.
Baba, umeahidi tukinyenyekea na kuomba na kutafuta uso wako na kuacha njia zetu mbaya, basi utatusamehe na utatuponya. Tunatubu Baba.
Twatubu Baba, twanyenyekea, twakuangalia utuponye. 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 Nitapona, neno moja tupone, neno moja tupone. Nitapona, neno.
Wow, I can see some people have joined our rally today. So let me see you by commenting that you can hear me very well. Sometimes the audio can be having a problem and I don't know. So those who are in already, can you confirm from the side chat that you can hear me very well before you continue? If you can hear me, just from the side chat, leave a text saying that it is loud and clear, or maybe there is a problem it's going through. So this is the day that we have been waiting for, so that we can discuss 1, 2, or 3 before you go back to school. You've been at home for a week. You are going for the 3rd term. So we can just, learn 1 to 3 as we are moving on. We can discuss something that can help you while you are in school. So I'm still waiting for you to comment and see if we are doing well or I'm only speaking to myself. Wow, at least right now I can move on very well. My friend from Kind Tuition Academy has given me a go-ahead. Yes, say it, but I'm loud and clear. Thank you very well. So as we are moving on, if you have any question, you have any concern, just drop it at the text and the side chat. If you have any question regarding what we are going to discuss, I just welcome you. I just ask you to side chat me. Thank you for that. So the number is well. We are at around 9 right now, and that's a good number. We can speak. I can see Lea Kuria is saying that thank you. Welcome. I can see Felix Munyua. Stanley Chansu, I can see you. So I think now we can move on very well. Most of you are students, high school students that is, and I know sometimes our parents are here and they are highly welcome. On behalf of Ambassador Foundation, I take this chance to welcome you to this online rally. I know most of the rallies we always undertake are physical from our churches, organized by our pastors, but we need to take this to another levels. Anytime we are at home, before we open school, I will be hosting you for a rally. You are a student, you have a bright future that we need just to cultivate. I'm here together with other teachers, together with your parents, to cultivate your future, to ensure that your future is not wasted. We have seen people regretting and saying that if I had somebody to take me through my studies, I will not be the same way I am right now. But I don't want you to go. I don't want somebody to complain that he had or she had no one to take you through. I'm one of the person I can decide, and I have decided to work with you through your studies. Any advice you have is highly welcome. Any challenge you're going through, I highly welcome students. We go through it together. You become a better person of this country in future. That is it. So let's work together in this journey of your studies. We are going to tackle a number of things here. We are going to tackle a number of topics here until you know why you are at that level. I want to tell you this. We all trust in the existence of God. He is the one who made us to exist right now. At this particular time, he knows why. There are people who existed 100 years ago. There are people who will exist 100 years to come. But us, you and I, we are existing right now, and God knows why. God knows why I didn't come 100 years before, like our forefathers, those who are fighting for the independence, like those who will come. I don't know who will come after us, but there are people who will come after us. So there is a reason for that. There is a reason also as to why you are born in that family that you are right now. Some of you are wishing there was a transfer from one family to another. Some of you are wishing that they can go and stay with their uncles, with their aunt somewhere else. I'm telling you this. God has a reason why you are existing in that family. It is not by mistake. It's not a mistake that the parents you are having right now are your parents. And you did not come, you are not born out of a mistake. There is a reason as to why God ensured that you are right now. You are not existing in this world by a mistake. You are not existing in this world kimakosa. Apana. Even the school you are right now, it's not by a mistake. Don't run away from your school. Don't run away from your family. I remember what my high school teacher, principal, used to tell us, that hyena could run out of sugarcane plantation to go to the forest to eat carcass or to eat the carcasses, not knowing the sweetness in the sugar cane. Yeah, it has just left. So some of you tend not to cultivate where you are. You tend to hate the school. You tend to hate your parents. You tend to hate everything about. Some of you have gone ahead and you hate yourself. A very big mistake. Let's start from where we are. Let's start from our family. Let's start from our parents. Let's start from our school. And let's start from our country. We are not there by a mistake. Use whatever you have. Use the resources that is available in your family to take yourself to the next step. When God wanted to use Moses, and in fact, most of our stories today would be about Moses. There are many lessons we can learn from Moses. When God wanted to use Moses, he asked him, "What do you have in your hand?" And he replied, "A rod." God will use what you have. God will use the parents you have. God will use the teachers you have. God will use the country you are in. God will use the neighbors you are with. God will use the friends you are with. Don't ever complain of anything, but let's trust in God. My first point is this: understanding yourself. Understanding yourself. There are people who don't understand why they are existing. That's my first point. You don't understand the reason as to why you are born. People don't know that. In that family that you are in, God has brought you in that family so that you can bring a change in that family, so that you can make that family a better family, so that you can take it out of that place. It's not by a mistake. It's not by a mistake. I repeat, it's not. You are in this current generation to cause a change, to bring a change in this country. Some of you are saying, "I wish I was born in America." Those are wishes. And remember what the white man said: if wishes were horses, what do we say? Beggars would have right. So let's not wish. Let's start from where we are. Some are wishing that, "I wish I was in a given school." Please don't wish. You are. Let's walk away from a fantasy. Let's move away from hallucination that you imagine you come from the family of so-and-so. Some of you could even go ahead and they quote very big personalities in this nation. "I wish I could come from that family." Let's stop wishing. Let's stop fantasy. Let's stop behaving as if you have smoked bank. Stop. In fact, you will get more depressed as you continue thinking about things that do not exist. So I'm saying this: understand why you are brought at this particular time and in your family. Back to the story of Moses. Back to the story of Moses. Remember what God told Moses. He told him that, "I want you to go and assist me so that we can make the children of Israel out of Egypt. That's what I want you to understand. Moses was brought at that particular time in Egypt simply because his role was to release the children of Israel. He was the one to fight with Pharaoh until the children of Israel were released. If you study that story very well, at some point, he was told, and in fact, he was even told to take the name of the king. He was to be brought up as the king's child, But he refused. He refused even to dine with the king. Who can refuse? You see, he said, no, I cannot go with that. He refused very well, simply because the assignment he had was not to be the child of the king, but to deliver the children of Israel. That was what? If Moses could understand why God brought him in Egypt at that particular time, he would not even argue with God, saying, oh, I'm not eloquent, Pharaoh will not listen to me, so and so, a lot of very many things that, he was giving a lot of excuses. But I will always say, if Moses understand the assignment, if he understood the assignment ahead of him, he would have not argued a lot saying, oh, this, that, just like some of us. There is a great assignment that we have. In fact, there is a great assignment that I wish you just pray to God to allow you understand the assignment ahead of you. Later on, Moses understood that his big assignment in his life was to make sure the children of Israel were released. And indeed, they were released. In your family, do you think you have any assignment? Just asking. In your family, do you think there is any assignment God has given you? The answer is yes. There is a big assignment God has given you. God has said that you will be the one to uplift your family. God has said that you will be the one utaleta heshima kwa familia yenu. Some of our families zimedharauliwa. It only requires one person to be a professor in that family. Madharau itakwisha. It only requires you to own a vehicle. It only requires you, na madharau kwa hiyo familia itakwisha. You get me? That is the role God is giving you. Those who are joining us, we said, if you can hear us loud and clear, you drop a comment. We are moving on with our back to school rally. And we are saying this, that you need to understand why you are in that family. Don't sleep at night asking yourself, why are we poor? You are poor so that the glory of God will be seen through you. You are poor so that you can get motivated and change your family. You can be the millionaire in your lineage. And I want us now to see how. You are a student. If you don't study, whatever I'm talking about would just be a fantasy. If you don't study very well, you will never change your family. Some of our families are very rich, glory to God. And their children will come and make it more richer than they are. Unfortunately, and you have to take this, unfortunately, there are children who will come and squander the wealth of their parents. I pray that it is not you. It will never be you. You are the one to come and increase whatever your parents have done it. We know it very well. I have been saying this. Some of our families are being hated because they have nothing. And there's no problem. When somebody hates you because you have nothing, no problem about that. Don't worry. Don't ask why you hate our family. No, just look for something and no one will hate you. Some people hate our parents but it is us to stand na kusema hiyo madharau itakuja kuisha kwa familia yetu. It is us to stand na kusema heshima itarudishiwa nchi yetu ya Kenya. It is us to stand na kusema Afrika itapata heshima siku moja. It is our time. Don't worry about 100 years to come. Don't worry about 100 years that are gone. I'm saying this. It is us to know why we are existing. Let me give you a very short story. I was reading this. I always love reading books, especially historical books. And I was reading a book by Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, the one who was fighting for independence in Ghana. And there was a day when our forefather, that is Jomo Kenyatta, he was one of the somehow learned. I'm not saying he's learned or he was learned. He was somehow learned and he could understand what was going on in this country. So the white people decided to take him away from Kenya. They took him to America. The book says this. He was given a big house. He was given a car. Then he was told to marry a white woman. By doing that, the white man will have alienated our leader from us. And there was no way we could fight for independence. The same story like the one for Moses. Moses was told to be, in fact, he was to be the child of the king, but he refused. Now listen, Jomo Kenyatta agreed. He went abroad, he stayed there. It was Kwame Nkrumah who told him, Mzee, acha ujinga, go back to Kenya, go and fight for your people. You are the only one to go and fight. Yes, you are the one to go and fight for your people. So Jomo Kenyatta came back. He had lost direction. But Kwame Nkrumah told him, please, Kenyans, I don't know if it was called Kenya. It was called what? East African Protectorate. Go and fight for them for independence. He came, and I thank God because of that. He came back to Kenya and fight for independence. The question is, at first he had not understood his assignment, why God brought him. And by the way, that was the biggest. He may have achieved other things, but that was the biggest role he ever does in his life. Shelmins, thank you. I can see we are going on well. Let's go on. Sitoke mpaka tumalizie wote mpaka maombi ya mwisho. So I'm saying this. The greatest role he performed was bringing independence in this country. But at first he had lost direction, but he came back to the line. Some of us will lose direction and come back to line. Some of us will never lose direction. We will be online all through. And some of us will lose direction, never to come back. That one should never be you. Again, let me say this. Somebody was telling me when I had done a mistake, he told me it's not too far to go back. It doesn't matter how far you have gone in the wrong direction. You will have to turn back. Doesn't matter how far you have gone in the wrong direction. You will have to turn back. Somebody was making a joke. Ati umeniambia tukutane Mombasa Road. Ati alisikia Mombasa. Ati so fenye tunaongea niko Changamwe. Na tulisema tukutane Mombasa Road. So it was just a joke, but that person has to come back. Tumesema tukutane Nakuru, wewe ukatoka Nairobi ukaenda Machakos. It doesn't matter how far you have gone. Kama umefika junction ama umefika wapi, you will have to turn. Uende the right place. If you continue going in that direction ya Machakos, you will never meet Nakuru in Machakos. You will have to turn back. If you have gone in the wrong direction anyhow, please turn to the right direction. I'm saying it doesn't matter how far you have gone in the wrong direction. Please turn to the right direction. Understand why you are born. Moses understood his assignment very well. I would challenge you to go and read from the book of Exodus. The best one will be from chapter 3, but you can start from chapter 1. You will understand the role. You know, at some point, Moses had to fight physically, physical fighting, mangumi, mateke, with an Egyptian. He killed an Egyptian physically and buried him in the sand. It was his role to make sure the children of Israel were released. What is your role? I've said this. Your role is to deliver your family from poverty. Your role is to ensure continuity of your family. Your role is to ensure that your family is treated with respect. Your role, they are diverse. Those are the things. Some of you come to school just to joke around, not knowing their roles. They are behaving as if their life will end at 30. Some of the behaviors you guys are doing, sometimes that nashangaa na nyinyi. Some of the things you're doing. Do you know that you have an age of 20s to live, 30s to live, 40s to live, 50s to live, 60s, 70s, and even 80s, and some of you will live up to 90s. The kind of life some of you want to live, it is as if you will die at 22. It's as if you will die at 30. It's as if the life of a man has been, has gone down to 30. No. As you are doing whatever you are doing, remember, there is a lot of ages waiting for you to live. You see, understand yourself and the assignment you have. When you are in school, as you are going to school tomorrow, as you are going to school from tomorrow, go to school knowing the assignment God has given you. Yes. Please, some of you are the one to stand in the gap of your family. But kwa sababu ya mchezo mingi na kutoelewa, unaenda shule tu, yani umalize shule, your story ishe. That's not good. Understand yourself. Be like Moses. He understood the assignment and he did till the end. Somebody said, enjoy because life is short. I want you to differentiate between enjoying your youth and destroying your future. Understand between enjoying your youth and destroying your future. Yes, somebody was telling me there is a difference between eating your seeds and eating your harvest. Your parents are eating their harvest. You guys, you want to eat your seeds. Your seeds right now are your time, the time that God has given you to study. If you waste your time, you are like a farmer who is eating his or her seeds, while others are eating their harvest. Do not confuse. When you see somebody eating the harvest, do not eat your seeds. Go and plant your seeds. One day, you will eat your harvest. They invested in their seeds in education long time ago. And right now, they are eating their harvest. You want to live a life of somebody mwenye alimaliza shule, akagraduate, akona gazi, ana hustle, akona pesa. You want to live that life. That is eating your seeds. When you eat your seeds, you will have nothing to plant. Then, unfortunately, you will have no harvest. You will remain poor forever. Why? Because you are eating your seeds. You are destroying your future in the name of I'm enjoying my youth. Those are two different things. In fact, a youth should not enjoy. What do you want to enjoy? You don't have to enjoy anything. Right now, enjoy your studies. Enjoy whatever you are enjoying. Ile ya kufumilia. Hata mimi, it's not so many years ago when I was in high school. Kuna vitu mbili ilikuwa inanitatisa kabisa. Kwa nikikumbuka tu shule na kasirika, but nilifumilia. Kuna kitu inaitwa usingizi. Sleep. Usingizi haikuwa inanitosha. Yani unaamka 5 na ulilala ni kama umelala 2 hours ago. But sasa there was no other way, because nikilala I will be destroying my future. Imagine kama ningelala nianguke mtihani. In fact, I will not be here talking to you. What happened is this. Nilifumilia. Mwili kasoea. Nikasoea kuamka mapema. Do you know what? Even up to now, nikiamka 6 asubuhi, then I have wasted 2 hours of my life. I don't wake up at 6. I wake up at 4. So waking up at 6 is, in fact, I'm waking up earlier than I used to do in high school. Na nyinyi mnakasirika ati, please go to school, wake up early. Isikuwe ni wewe ndio unaamushwa na matron, ni wewe ndio unaamushwa na walimu, ni wewe ndio unaamushwa na mzazi uende shule. Hapana, amka mapema. Felix Munyua, thank you for your comment. And for those who have not subscribed to it, please click the red button. Now, the other thing apart from usingizi ilikuwa inanipea stress ni njaa. Especially boys. Bwana hatukuwa tukishipa. Lakini sasa ilifaa tufumilie, because that was the only way. Tukafumilia, tukamaliza. Everything is well. Some of you wanachoma shule na wameishi njaa. And the house you are living at home, you cannot even compare it to the ones you are staying in school. Some of the cars you guys are looking for, please, when you see people trying to demonstrate to demolish a building, please take yourself away from such things. Do not, don't plant a curse on your life. Bringing down a building worth millions because ati ulikosa chakula. No. Stop those. So those two things, I know at some point it also disturbs you. Unaona, ukiwa nyumbani, there is those food you always eat at home. Ukifika shule, the diet is almost constant. Yeah? Na unaanza kukasirika, unataka transfer uende day school or vitu za ujinga tu. You are in school for 4 years and for a season. 4 years is just but a season. There's no problem with that. Whatever in school they do. Ukipewa chakula kidogo, kula tu ukifumilia, usema ni sawa. Ukiambiwa amka tu, now also. Continue with studies. Utamaliza. To the candidates, just count the number of days. You will finish. Eh? Kwanza candidates, most of them, they tend to misbehave when they're almost doing the exams. No. It's like a woman carrying pregnancy. Then at the 80th month, you abort or you miscarry. A lot of loss. It's like somebody. Umekaa form 1 with a lot of respect. Form 2 with respect. Form 3, form 4 ukaanza maneno mchezo. It's like you are carrying water from a long distance river. Unafika kwa mlango unapasua mtungi. That's not what it is there. Please. Hata afadhali uanze kusumbua kwa form 1 pass. Tukupe expulsion mapema. Lakini ukae mpaka form 4, you waste your time, you waste your parents' money. No, please don't do that. Be in school knowing your purpose. Anytime ukifeel like umekasirika, kumbuka mahali umetoka. And God will step for you to uplift you. Yes. Understand your role. You are in school. You are there. Your parents are at home. When in school, this now, I want you to be serious with this. When in school, avoid wrong company. Avoid wrong groups. This statement has been said by almost every teacher, but let me expound it today. I'm glad that some parents are following me, the likes of Felix. Let me tell you what makes students change behavior in high school is immediately they are in high school, they tend to look for some groups. Anataka group fulani, because you want to fit in a given group. So you have to behave exactly like them. If they're smoking bang, you have to smoke bang so that you can fit in that group. I'm saying this. You don't have to fit in any group. You can exist independently like an atom. You don't have to fit in any group. Unless it's a group whose role is discussion, whose role is studies, but don't ever envy ati group imetoka tao, hii group imefanya nini. Don't ever envy a group so that you start behaving like them. You just want to be absorbed in that group. Maybe your group awasomangi over the weekend ma stories kusneak out of the school na kurudi usiku. Because you want to fit in them, you start behaving like them. Anita, Fanda, thank you. I am saying this. You don't have to fit in any group. You can stay alone. If you want to make a group with teachers. Anytime you feel lonely, visit your English teacher. Visit your mathematics teacher. Visit your guidance and counseling teacher. Visit somebody whom you can talk. As long as you are very sure this person will never mislead me. But it always pains me seeing a very good boy joining a group of gangs simply because you want to be accepted in that group. I'm still saying this. You don't have to fit in any group. Thank you, Mama Leah. So I'm saying this, you don't have to fit in any group. I've seen young boys, young girls engaging in sexual immorality simply because somebody wanted to fit in a certain group. You wanted to be accepted. Hey, please, let me tell you this. Don't think that you have to be in a given group. Even us, sometimes we do stand alone. If you cannot fit in a given group, kama unaambiwa ati ndio ukue na sisi lazima uko na Subaru na maybe sisi tuko na Brobox, we don't have to fit in your group. Unaambiwa ndio ufit kwa hiyo group yetu lazima usak trosa, lazima ufinye trosa ikae kama pipe. Hai, don't fit in that group. That's what, in fact, that's the main thing. I've not let us sing anything, but let me say that I've seen the future of many people being destroyed by just trying to fit. Wacha nikae na watu kama evening prep awasomi, hata wewe pia unaamua sisomi, so that you be like them, because ukianza kusoma they will spit you out. Sema huyu ni kama si wetu, si lazima ukue wao. Be alone. Don't fit in that group. Then what do you think? The verse which says, Simon Kaitan will give us that verse there on the comment section. It's in Proverbs. That bad company ruins good morals. Or somebody else can give us that verse there. Bad company corrupt good morals. Bad company ruins good character. Bad company, that one is, you are a good character, you are a good role model, then you want to join a bad company. Your character will be ruined. Your hard work nature will be exchanged in favor of laziness. Do not ever accept that. Do not ever fit in a group. Hiyo nimemaliza. Na kama hujasikia sasa, hiyo ya kufit in a group, please don't ever try to fit in a group. If you have to fit in a group, it's a group that will help you. A group that will stand with you. A group that will wake you up early to go and study. When all of you wenye mnanifuatilia amsomangi Biblia, which verse says that bad company corrupt good morals? Okay, sawa. Now, the other thing is, a student should be well organized. Organized. Right now, as I'm speaking, kuna mtu ajui vitabu zake ziko wapi nyumbani. Kuna mtu ajui uniform iko wapi. Some of the parents are fighting, especially girls, because they carry a lot of things. Anauza kwa mama yake, sioni skirt yangu maliko, anakula slap, anaambiwa skirt ndio ya, because you are very disorganized person. Vitabu unafika shule na kuuliza where is the assignment I gave you, aujui mahali siko, you are a disorganized person. So I'm saying this, be a organized person. Even the way you study, it should be a way in such that you are organized. See, you will realize that it's 1 week down the line, aujawai soma theory. It's 1 week down the line, aujui mahali kitabu ya business iko. It's 1 week down the line. You don't, you don't even understand what you're doing in school. Be organized. In your revision, be organized. Your locker should be well organized. Everything about you should be well organized. Let me read 1 Corinthians 15, verse 3. Mama Adriana has told us, I will read that first. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Verse 33. Na kwani na yenye nilisema kwa Proverbs ni gani? Sawa. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33. Do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. Evil company corrupt good habits. In fact, I love the version I am using. I have my Bible here. Evil company corrupt good habits. Thank you. Wow. Evil company corrupt good habits. You have a good habit, but you are in the wrong company, then you will be corrupted. I was talking with a friend of mine today. Kamuuliza, why did you stop attending certain activity? Akaniambia, it's not that the activity is bad. It is the people whom we used to go with. They were a bad company to me. And I saw a lot of insight there. I saw a lot of wisdom there. You know, that's a person who understands that evil company corrupt good morals. Evil company corrupt good habits. Simon, I can see again, so Simon, we were together with you in one university, and I can see you can really quote the verse. Okay, that is it. So, I think I was done with that one. So now I was telling you to be organized. You just be very well organized in your work, in your studies, in everything. Mtu mwenye ako organized, hata akitisha pocket money yako organized. Anasema, nataka 1,550. Na ukimuuza ni ya nini, atakupatia vizuri. This one. Kuna mtu anasema tu nipatie any money. Ukiniambia nipatie any amount of money, I will give you 150 shillings. You go and plan with it, because hauna plan. You are not organized in any way. Be organized. In fact, when you are organized, your brain will be very smart. You will never forget a lot of things. Hata kwa loka, mi nikikupata kwa loka ati kuna vitabu za CRE, kuna street textbook ya nini, umechanganya vitu mingi, na sasa unasoma, you are doing maths. I'll slap you, and that's what I always do, because I want to see the maths book on the table, a calculator, and a maths table. That's being organized. Hizo zingine zote ni distractors, distracting you for nothing. So let's be organized. When you become organized, confusion will never be close to you. Yes, so be organized. Waja kukaa kusahau vitu. I was reading of a story. Mzazi anapeleka mtoto shule akimweleza venye ako disorganized, venye anasahau vitu nini. Then mtoto akamwambia mzazi, hata wacha kusema hiyo story. Kwanza simamisha gari, nimesahau bag nyumbani. So just imagine how that parent could will behave. So let's be organized in anything that we are doing. Another thing is, you know, when you are organized and you are a good boy, good girl, you become a brand. You be a brand. Being a brand is, you know, you are that good person, that good student. When you endorse something, it's accepted. Mtu anapeana idea kwa class alafu anasema even so and so as accepted. So you are becoming a brand. Why? Because your character, that is your behavior, even the way you speak wisdom. The way you plan things with wisdom, you become a brand. Even when the teacher finds you with a mistake, you know, hawezi kubali kwanza, lazima afanye a lot of research unless wewe mwenyewe ukubali useme mwenyewe hii makosa nilifanya. Because they know you very well, you are a brand. You know, there are students who never accuse with teachers. There are students, even teachers will never argue with them because they know them from the word go. They are good students. They are brand. Can somebody just be happy because you have endorsed the idea? Kuna mtu utaambia mtu hata nani amekubali anakuambia then who is nani? I hope you are not that kind of a person. Hata ukisema kitu our own some sense because you are nothing. You have not kept yourself very well. You are not a brand. Somebody was telling us that let your unique awesomeness and positive energy inspire confidence in others. Let your unique awesomeness and positive energy inspire confidence in others. Let me tell you, you know, there are two ways you can be useful. There are two ways you can be useful in a society. Either they use you as a bad example or as a good example. Just to choose one. You can't be useless in a society 100%. Somebody would be telling his or her children, please work hard so that you be like Mayo. You know, the way he's good, the way he's doing this and this, the way, you know, the way he's smart, so all those things. At the same time, they can decide to use you to scare away people. If you don't study, you will be like so and so. And when that child looks at so and so, ataamua enda some because azikae kama so and so. So you choose the way you want to be in the society. Yes. Hii si uongo. Hata mimi in my village, I always organize. I always talk to my village students. They organize themselves. They go to school, nearby school, or they go to a certain family. They call me. We go and talk things. Mimi naambia tu kweli, msiposoma mtakuwa kama so and without feelings attached. There are people wenye hawakusoma and I'm not against them, but the way they are living in the society, I will tell somebody, please just work hard to be like so and so, or please, I don't want you to find you ati nikifika nyumbani ama mtu akifika nyumbani unaomba kila mtu 20 shillings. Msaidie 10 bob, msaidie, I don't know. Please stop that. Thank you for those who are still joining us. You can drop your comment as we are moving on. Also, don't forget to subscribe for those who have not. Now, what kind or what importance do you bring in your village? Some 5 years to be, some 10 years to come. What will be your benefit in that village? Some of you will run away from their village because the village invested in you. The village was trying to do everything with you, but you failed them. We are here today to tell you, you are not only standing in for yourself. Ingekuwa maisha ni yako peke yako, ungeifanyia kenye unataka kuifanyia. But remember, you belong to the community. You belong to your family. You belong to your parents. You belong to this country. This is Kenya. The government has invested in you. Alafu kunakuja unatuambia tunataka kufanya mchezo. I'm also investing in you. Then unataka kuleta mchezo ndani ya kazi. We cannot accept that. Before you give up in life, just remember those who are depending on you. Nikuulize, just look at your parents or your guardians. If they had given up some years ago, what or where would you be? So do not give up. Thank you. A friend of mine called Kind Tuition Academy is also another person. One day you will be hosting us. He's a teacher of mathematics. Thank you, sir. So I'm saying this, you know, sometimes you want to give up, so that those who are depending on you just perish for nothing. Look at yourself. Sometimes I look at myself. I want to, at 4, my alarm rings at 4. Just want to give up, to sleep up to 6. But I remember the number of people on my back. Then, usingizi inapotea. The problem with you is Auvikiriangi, you just think of Apatu. Please look at far. This country is depending on you. Just imagine, without you, where will this country be in future? Nataka ujue wewe ni mtu wa maana sana kwa hii country. Na usiwahi give up in any way. Yes. So niliona mtu akisema anataka kwenda kujinyonga, akaambiwa na mwenzake, unajinyonga na hujanilipa deni. Just imagine that scenario. So ni kama wewe, if you want to give up, it's like now unataka kuumiza wenye wanakutegemea. Don't allow that. Your parents have invested in you. Don't give up. If there is a biggest gift you can give to your parents, please excel. I was doing a research. Please, can you get my research? Alafu mniambie kama ni uongo ama ni ukweli. You know, sometimes you can, you know, a research is based on your opinion. So I was doing a research. What category of people mostly undergo depression? Can be people between the age of 45 and above. Back at 67 people. Yeah? Then I was trying to look what gives them depression. And it was failing to meet the expectation in life. Then I go ahead, which expectation? Expectation of their children. So you can decide to make your parents be in depression or not. Most of the depressed parents, ukifuatilia vizuri ni watoto wao. Na wewe umekaa hapo, you want your parents to undergo depression because of you. If I'm that parent, I would never be depressed because of you. Ndakuajilia na nikufukuze kwangu, uende. That's because I've done everything. In fact, most of the parents are doing everything. I've been in several schools. Most of the parents are doing almost everything to make sure that the students are doing well. Lakini wewe uko hapo tu. You are not even serious with what is going on. Please. Be serious kidogo. We are not far. Also, the other thing that I felt like I should tell you in our rally is this. Can you guys, as a student, maintain good relationship with teachers and staff in general? Because some of you, they can never step in staff room. They will never do it. They will never face a teacher. Akiona mwalimu akikuja hivi, anakimbia ama anarudi kwa class ndani. Hata akitaka kujibu swali, ana feel, you know, because you have not maintained a good relationship. I'm not saying that you have to pass exams. No, you don't have to pass exams. Lazima unapata endi uongee na walimu. I have very humble students. Humble in terms of academics. They score less, but their behavior is good. There is nothing that makes me happy. I don't go for results, personally. You can be scoring A, but you are a bad character. You will never be in the same page with me. Tutakosana all through. You can be scoring E or D or C, but you are the best student in terms of character, I will always pray for you. It doesn't matter whatever you will score, as long as you are behaving very well. There are people here, they just behave very well, and I'm happy for them. Aileen Hope, thank you. I'm happy for them. You don't have to score at the end of 21. There are many people, they are scoring 80 marks, but they can never face me. They know their character is bad. There are people who are my friends, they are scoring 25%, 30%, and a day will never end before they come to my office to say hi. And they are very good students. So I'm saying this, maintain good relationship with everybody. When in school, maintain good relationship with the teachers, with the staff, and more so with your fellow students. Usikue mtu mwenye aongei na watu, lakini kumbuka nilisema you don't have to talk to somebody to fit in a certain group. Hiyo maneno ya group kwanza wachana nayo. Na kama inamaanisha ni kukosana na watu, mkosane na watu. Hii ukienda shule kesho, kama inamaanisha ni kukosana na watu, kosana na watu kabisa. Yes, if that is the way, kosana nao, then save your future. Nice. Yeah. So just isikuwe ni ndio umekosana na walimu left, right, center, yani aweleweki. Ukiona mwalimu ni kama mtu mwenye anafuta bangi ameona polisi, unatoroka mbio. There is nothing that makes the teacher feel bad like a student running away from a teacher. Somebody to confirm my audibility once again. So that is it. Maintain that good relationship with your teachers. They will help you a lot. They are your parents in school. Again, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. In terms of academics, character, concentration time, everything, challenge yourself. If you always score, let me use maths, because maths is for everyone. If you always score 40% in maths, challenge yourself. Do not allow the teacher to come and challenge you. Of course, we always challenge you. Thank you. Thank you, Mama Diana. I think I'm well. So, challenge yourself. Just add yourself 5 marks. Challenge yourself. If teachers are saying that you are not behaving well, also challenge yourself. Give yourself 2 weeks. Kuseme nini niyo walimu wanasema hawataki kwangu. Challenge yourself. Make yourself that brand I was talking about. If your parents are complaining about you, ask yourself why. You do not allow that. That's now the challenge I want you to know. If you always concentrate from 7 to 9, by the time unafika 9, usingizi imekulemea, akili imekataa kuelewa vitu, challenge yourself. Sema, I want to concentrate up to 9:30. And then you fight for it for 1 week. Ukishashika hiyo, challenge yourself also. And 9:45. Anytime, there must be something you are challenging yourself in. Even us. There's something now I'm challenging myself at. And I have to fight for it. Lakini ukikaa bila challenge, surely, my friend, what will you gain? You will just be there. Just, please challenge yourself. Ensure that always there is something ahead of you that you are trying to yearn and run for. There's another verse also. You will project for me at the comment section there. When the age you are at in Form 1, or okay, let me start from class 8. When you were in class 8, maybe you had 14 years or 15 there, or 13, so somewhere there. Form 1, you add 1, 2. Then by the time you are almost, or you are in Form 4, you are a grown-up person. but you are still behaving like you are behaving in class 8. The same Corinthians. When I was a child, I used to speak like a child and do things like a child, even think like a child. But when I grew up, I stopped childish things. There are some of you that are just growing up in age, but their brain remains like that of a child. I want you to challenge yourself. Anytime you are celebrating a birthday, anytime you are celebrating a birthday, you are thanking God for the another year, and also let your behavior change. Ionekane ni ya mtu mkubwa. Yes, I will also find that one. Well, is it 1 Corinthians 11:13 ama 13:11? Acha nitafute. Acha nianze na Hey. I hope nipate before mpate because amtapata mara mbili. Sasa nyinyi ndio kwani book yangu haina chapter 13? Hey, hiyo ni maajia mama Diana tutafutie. Sawa. I know si kila mtu anaweza pata hiyo, lakini ni sawa tu. Hata waje mimi nitafute. You will just give me less than a minute. I will have gotten that. It's 1 Corinthians 13:11. Nakuwa ni hii Biblia ina. Oh yes. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Evans, keep quiet, thank you. So you see now, when I'm coming at 1 Corinthians 13:11, when I was a child. So I'm telling you this, as you are growing up, please, achana na tabia sa zile sa primary, zile sa utoto na ujinga. Stop those ones. Can you be a grown-up person in high school now? Behave, reason out like a grown-up person. In fact, you are supposed to be reasoning out like teachers. When we say this, you understand things better because you are a grown-up. Si lazima ujabu kiboko ndio ukubali. In fact, I don't advocate for kiboko. Mbona mtu ajabu kiboko ndio asikize kitu? I don't. That one is, it was passed by time. Sometimes yani ni kitu ilipitwa na wakati. So ukiona lazima utandikwe kiboko ndio ufanye kitu fulani, then there is something wrong with you. Na usifikirie wazazi na walimu tutakufuatilia sana. We also have our things. We also have our life to live. Sasa wewe unataka kufuatiliwa kama mtoto mdogo. No, that one should not be there. That one should not be there. Ukiambiwa kitu once, sikia. I was talking last time to boys, and I was telling them the first characteristics of boys is to take instructions. You know, boys, I compared boys to military, and one of the characteristics of military was or is taking instruction. We always call military the disciplined forces. Why? Because they take instructions. Even students, you are supposed to be disciplined. Take instruction. Wow. So, Guys, I don't want to speak my things to you, but I want you to understand yourself. You have a future to build. You don't have a community to impress. You have a future to build. You don't have to impress your friends. Get good friends in school. Friends who will assist you in future. Friends who will give you connection in future. Friends who are real friends. Not friends who advise you to sleep. Not friends who advise you to get out of class when preps are going on. Not friends who will give you negative stories. Not friends who will waste your energy. I'm talking of friends who will take you to your destination, your brightest future, with good friends. What influences you mostly is not the teachers, it's not parents, it is your friends. The moment you miss to get good friends, you are finished because you will behave like those friends of yours. Like the first we have been projected at there by Jane Goodyear and Simon Keitany, evil company corrupt good habits. Look at your friends. Are they having a good intention to you? Are they telling you to work hard? Or they're telling you let's drink alcohol? Are they telling you to go to church? Wanakuuliza, are they asking you which church are you going? How is your timetable? Or they're asking you if you have a boyfriend, if you have a girlfriend? Look at a friend. Just look at your friend very well. Na uone huyu. Angalia rafiki yako na mwambie mimi sione kama tunapelekana mahali na wewe. My future is in danger with you. Nikikuona na nione my future, my future will never survive. So what is there is please keep off from me. Don't fear that. Chase away such people. Wakikataa, ambia mwalimu huyu mtu anani waste na nikimwambia sitaki maneno yake ananisumbua. Just tell me. Just tell any teacher. Just in your school. Those are the kind of people they are not supposed to be in your life. Unajaribu kuongeza speed kwa maisha yako, anakushika. Hey, leave alone those people. Leave alone those friends. Nilikwambia si lazima kuwa na rafiki, lakini if you have friends, let those friends bring a positive impact in your life. A friend of mine called Madam Neema Kasti sent me a message and asked me to read for you. Nilimwambia niko na online rally, nataka niongeleshe wanafunzi wa shule, wa high school. Kaniambia, I think I also have a statement that I can give you. So let me read it for you. It's not me, it's her telling you. So these are from Neema. Ana ameanza na opening akasema, hello students. It's third term. Kumbe tuko third term. It's third term. What plans do you have? A question mark. What did you score last term? A question mark. Did the result make you happy? Hey, ini maswali ngapi? Koja. What plans do you have? What did you score last term? Did the result make you happy? If they didn't make you happy, know that falling in water doesn't make you sink, but staying in water do. As you go to school, being determined to improve where you failed. What you did wrong, rectify to improve your grade. That term has no luxury of time. I love that statement. That term has no luxury of time. So go determined to work smart so as to achieve. Wisdom is very vital in our studies. Ensure you put something in your mind every day, because you put nothing in your head, you get nothing out of it. School is an institution to prepare you to realize your destiny. It's not a prison or a ground where you strive to live with full criminal records, such as strikes, insulting teachers. If you do this, you miss it. Lastly, I know you have a career dream, which is big and good. I love it, and God loves it too, and promises it to you too. But I know what? But know what? God will never prepare it for you. You are the one to read your books, do exams, and pass to be that doctor that God has set you to be. Otherwise, I wish you well and safe stay in school. To candidates of the year success, shalom. So that was a message from Madam Neema Kasti, a teacher from Meru County. So you have had it. Lillian Mwanzia, thank you. So that is all. Let me say this, that I wish you all the best. May God shower you with blessings. As you are working hard, may you see the results. As your parents are wishing you all the best, as your parents are wants the best from you, may you never disappoint your parents. May you never disappoint your teachers. May you never disappoint your village. May you never disappoint yourself. I pray that God's mercies stay with you. The Bible says that God's mercies are new each and every day. And if God's mercies are new each and every day, then I would never remain the same. That's your message. Don't remain the same. Yet God's mercies are new each and every day. Are new each and every day. So that is it. If you have a question, I will just have 1 minute to see if you can type a question you have at the comment section. If not, I ask you, I wish you all the best. Parents who are here, thank you for taking care of those souls. They are the properties of Kenya, actually. Yani sisi ni wasasi wenu, lakini you belong to the state of Kenya. You belong to the government. That's why everything you guys have, you use everything. Hata sisi tumeajiriwa na serikali. You know, everything. You are the property of the government, actually. And the government loves you so much that sometimes you get spoiled because you are being loved so much. The same government that is loving you and protecting you is the same government that will arrest you if you don't behave well after Form 4. After Form 4 ni chief. Si mimi ni chief na police. Sasa now police ndio wanakuprotect sahi, lakini hiyo time ikifika they are the one to arrest you. I'm saying this as I'm waiting for any question hapo kwa comment, but kama hakuna pia you can just drop any comment there. Na nikasema if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do and share it widely. Yes. Some people are typing, ndio maana na wangojea wamalizie. I'm giving you a minute. Yes. So continue working hard, guys. The life is yours. You will enjoy it. Ukipita vizuri, mimi hakuna mahali ndaingilia kwa maisha yako. Ukipata hakuna mahali mimi ndaingilia kwa maisha yako. Ukiteseka pia hakuna mahali ndaingilia kwa maisha yako, lakini sasa mbona just work hard. I'm not saying that you have to get an A, but just do your best. Unajua ukipata B na ulijaribu kabisa yako yote, then it's well, it's your A. That B is your A. Lakini sasa ukipata B na unajua tu vizuri I didn't work hard, then you will live knowing that nilifanya mchezo kwa high school. So please work hard. Stay with your teachers safely and in harmony. Love your school. Don't be like that Ayena was telling you. Ayena will run away from sugarcane plantation to go and hit carcasses in the forest, not knowing the sweetness in the sugarcane he just left. So don't run from opportunities. You go and, you start suffering from somewhere else. I said that your family, God knows why you are there. Your school, God knows why you are there. And everywhere, God knows why you are there. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
So ya COVID-19 ina
Somebody is sending me a text telling me to say something from Kipkoech. Hey, this one I have to say it. There is a phrase mentioned by Tanzanian philanthropist Reginald Mengi